Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Tuesday. Markets are looking really good today. As we can see on BTC, it's going nowhere. It's in no man's land. We have... Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have some fundamentals coming out today, New York time. So today we will be doing a stream on New York. We're doing a stream now, and we're going to trade BTC together, guys. So BTC, I want to run you guys through BTC and what I'm looking for and what to expect for the move for the week and how we can play this move together, you know, because currently it's tricking everyone. It's going up down, but it's not really moving much. Thomas?
Yeah.
Just come check something here. I just want you to pull the comments up.
That's true.
No, this one here. On here.
Yeah, it's supposed to just pull up. Press change dashboard.
All right, we back online, gentlemen. All right, good morning, guys. Good morning. What's going on? Omar Kasim, Habibi, how are you? Amanda, good morning. What are you guys looking at? Tell me if you guys are bullish or bearish on BTC. Type 1 if you bullish, type 2 if you bearish. Okay, so we have a fair amount. Omar Kasim, kullu tamam habibi. We have a fair amount of bullish and bearish. It's kind of equal, to be honest, looking at it. So guys, looking at BTC, yesterday I mentioned to you guys we're gonna take a long on the stream, and I explained to you guys why and all of that. We said we're gonna go take a long from the first one, and if it reject, we missed the first one over here. So let me just show you from yesterday. So when I did the stream, the market was around here. It was around here actually, 9:15, 9:30, and then I said we're gonna take an entry from here. So we got a perfect entry. Let me just zoom into that, and once you go into profit around $200, $300, you go break even, and it took us out, and we had our second entry, which was here. And then when the market was around here, I told everyone to go break even. So currently I'm in this position over here, and how I got that was straightforward. Was I just took high to low of this move over here, which comes to this high to low, and then I simply executed -27, and I have my stop loss around $220. It's straightforward, simple, no rocket science knowledge needed, you know. Yeah, Omar Kasim, GBP JPY is still on fire. If you caught the short, well done. The long was really, really nice. You guys should be in both right now. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna see some crazy volatility in the news today. Let's look at fundamentals, what we have today. Today we have CPI 230. Okay, so market expected to be slow. I'm gonna tell you what pairs I'm not going to be trading for today, and the why and all of that. And what I want to do today is I want to give you guys all the weekly targets for all the pairs. So if you, for example, take a long or a short, we're going to hold until that is hit. I'm going to give you a long-term target, and a short-term obviously is 1 to 5. Yeah, exactly. GBP JPY looks very ugly on the 4-hour right now. Let me just have a look at it quickly. GBP JPY, but to be honest, we can still execute it with our TCM levels. It's not going to be a tough one. But if I was you, I will wait for either a low or high. So either we're going to be looking at, I would say I would go around here, TCM2, somewhere around here. Reason being, it should line up with like a 618. But we will do a deep dive just now. Just bear with me. Let's start with BTC, finish BTC and move into the next one. So guys, BTC, I see we have a reaction on TCM. Today is looking bearish, BTC. Looking on the whales and all here on FlowX, we have in the last 24-hour long liquidation of 30 million and short liquidation of 13 million, which mean the shorts are in control basically. So the whales, they kind of actually they agreeing on the same price, which kind of makes sense, you know. If you look at it over here on the big time frame, right, on the 4-hour, it's very simple. They are agreeing on the same price here. They are agreeing on the same price here. You can see that. So they are agreeing on the same price here. They are agreeing on the same price here. So what to expect is a push to the upside, and then a rejection, and then a continuation. So guys, plan is still on. It have not failed yet. So this is the plan on BTC, guys. So I've told you guys, on the daily, it's very important to take 5 minutes of your time to look at the daily and what is the daily doing on the big time frame. We have an agreement, like I said, on the 4-hour, right? It's very obvious over here. The reason it's consolidating, this is an area of turbulence over here, okay? So before the market continues up, it needs to bounce up and down. Looking at this, okay, we have an area of turbulence which already happened now. Buyers and sellers are agreeing on the same price. What can we expect? What are the two scenarios? We have an M formation, all right, which the right is higher than the left, and then a push to the upside. Second scenario is what we can see is here. It's very simple. Same thing created. and then we just continue from here up. So, and then a little lower, and then maybe we can go to 66500. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is mark last daily low. That can tell us a lot where the market will reverse. All right, we have a pattern that is bullish. All right, another one is created, which means the market, look, if I see a pattern like this created, and I see let me just take this risk reward off for now. Guys, I want you to pay attention to this. If I see what do you call it, a shooting star to the upside like this, and then the next candle is like this, a shooting star, I'm not taking that long. I'm sorry, but I'm not taking that long. You know what I'll do rather? I'll rather wait for another push to the downside. Plus, the reason we're rejecting, if you look at the first green candle, if you take this first green candle, we see 618, we rejected. Second one, we see -27. Do you see how perfectly it lines up with our TCM level? So market is rejecting, it created this. You know what, we reacted to -27, we could react to 618. So what I will do is I can reverse that, and then boom, look at what it react to. TCM1. TCM1. Plus, if we take all the red candles that created the move over here, it comes around to that number. So we could go a bit lower before going higher. Or what we can do is, I'm not gonna take a trade right now. Reason is, if I'm gonna take a trade over here, alright, I'm gonna wait for, let's say I will look at the red candle and be like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna execute the 618 of that, and then I'll be like, I'm gonna take a long over here. It's okay, it makes sense, but it is risky at the end of the day, guys. What about the short at 63.500 area? Also Fib 618 liquidity high. Yes, you will see a reaction, but you gotta understand, when using Fibs, you got to know where is the movement going. You gotta look at the pure price action. Fibs are just there to use to our advantage. So if we want to look and be like, okay, we can have an entry around here. What numbers do we have? We have 400, we have 300, or we can just do around 350, right? And then we can take a long. So we have option 1, take a long from here. Option 2, we can wait for our TCM level over here, which I prefer personally, to be honest. I mean, market can just go up from here. Already showed us here. It reacted to everything. It filled up all these orders here. So it got no business to the downside, really. The only next business it have to the downside is filling this week here. The 4-hour closes with the body, and then boom, going to the upside. But that's the wicks over here also need to be filled. So BTC option 1 is taking entry around here on the pullback, which is risky. Option 2 around here when fundamentals come out. Let me see how much we're looking to move for the day. Okay, so it will still be valid. We're looking at a movement of 14,800. So yeah, $1,400. All right, so what's the other scenario? Let's say the market continues up from here. What can we expect, guys? We can expect something like this. Come back, test this level over here, and then continue to the upside. You will see a reaction here, and if it wants to break, it's gonna break. But I don't see the market. You will see a reaction here, okay? But I see the market just smoking through these areas over here. Because this is not a pattern, to be honest. This is not really a pattern. What I see, okay, we could have head and shoulders on the 4 hour. But no, this is not a pattern. The only pattern there is a buyers and sellers that are agreeing on the same price. So the trick is buy low, sell high. 𝗪𝗪𝗡𝗡, the move for the day, we're busy with the indicator. The indicator is actually ready. We're going to release it to you guys soon. We're going to release it to you guys soon. I just want to show you guys when it comes to so the daily movement is like, how much are we expecting the move for the day, Omar? Is that the moment you have that, you know when to take profit, you know when to stay out of the market, you know when to do a lot of things with it. It's very important to expect the move for the day and to know your weekly target. So guys, as you can see here on BTC, we have the weekly target. The movement for the day is 14,800. So we're looking at which lines up with like TCM1. All right, so the movement for the day, where is this baby? Right here. Okay, so the movement for the day we have okay, so this could be the movement for the day. Market will mess around here, and it makes sense because look at the consolidation right there. And we have our TCM1. So what you can do is you can hedge it. You will see a reaction, go break even. If it wants to smoke to the upside, it can. So I gave you guys the different scenarios on BTC and what I'm looking for, all right? A lot of SMC people are going to be shorting over here because reason being, they look at the market and be like, oh, look at that. 618, 78, I'm going to short. Okay, makes sense. You are going to see a reaction, but what is the overall direction? Yes, TCM is based on numbers, not the volatility of the day and all of that. It's more volume. Okay, guys, so this is BTC. DXY, what do we see on DXY? DXY is going to go to 101,800. It's just going to smoke to the upside, to be honest. So it doesn't have much room to the downside. I've seen this pattern before. It's so funny. It looked like the shark, you know. I'm gonna draw it for you guys. You know this pattern that it goes like a dolphin. Do you see this moving averages? And that indicates to the market going up like this. The market just going up like this. And then the MA is just gonna go a little bit higher. And then the market will come back and catch it. Very interesting drawing, guys. Yes, we're gonna give you the TCM indicator soon. It's ready. It's just about how can we control them. If we give it out to everyone, you know, everyone is gonna share it with everyone. We just want to know how to control them, and how if we update them, how can you guys get the update? So we're just building the infrastructure for all of that. Okay, guys, moving on to GBP USD. Thomas is looking for a short currently, which lines up with what I was saying on DXY. It's gonna go up. Thomas is looking to short. I've just see it on his chart now. GBP JPY, guys. The movement for the day have not been finished on GBP JPY. We are looking at 106. So we almost moved 60% of the move. You know what? I'm gonna leave it today. I'm not gonna really do much. It will come either higher or lower. No shit. It's gonna do that, but I'll wait to see what pattern is created above this line. And then I'm more interested in longs, to be honest, because that's the direction of the market. It's very bullish. If it comes back to our yellow line over here to one, we will be so lucky, man. But there is so much to be done yet. Guys, all you need is a 1 to 5. You don't need a lot of 1 to 15 all the time. You need to catch a 1 to 5. So I'll give you an example, right? What I mean by 1 to 5. What I mean by 1 to 5 is if you had to zoom in and be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna break up and retest on the moving average and the TCM level. I'm gonna take a long. So what you can do is do a simple 1 to 5. And it doesn't have to be a big move. Look at that. Are you telling me the market is not gonna go there? Of course it's gonna go there. It's such a small move. But you gotta time it right. You got to be like, okay, I know the market is going here. I have 3 confirmation. I'll take it. Why not? All right. So you want me to move and look at gold? Cool, guys. Let's have a look at gold and do a little bit of a deep dive. So for me, gold 388, it's still yet to be achieved. All right, gold is bearish, 3888. Yes, guys, I'm gonna give you the weekly target. I said I'm gonna do, but I forgot. All right, so GBP JPY. All right, we have take this down and put it on your chart. We have 218,500. That's GBP JPY. That is the weekly targets, guys. You can trade it on UBIT. We have a new broker we're gonna show you today in New York session. I'm just making sure everything's working and you guys get the bonuses and all of that. So you can trade it on UBIT. You can trade on Blomfen, BTC. So 218,500. You can trade the target for the week. So we currently in the long over here, and then in the short, whoever took the short. So it was very simple, guys. I forgot to elaborate on that. We had a short around 5 something, right? But you in the long, so you shouldn't worry. If you went with the same lot sizes as to short from here and you in the long, you know what? You're absolutely fine. You have 25 pips here. There is no need for stop loss because you're hedging. So once it comes there, you get out of the position and then you just get a higher price, which lead to the negative 27 right here. That was the entry. It's very simple. And then currently it's in the middle. it will go long for sure because there's a lot of orders to be filled. So target is over there. As long as we maintain be above this line 216 200, we are still bullish. GBP NZD, guys, the movement for the day have already done. We are looking at 140 for the day. The movement is done. So if we have fundamentals, I'm staying out of the market. I'm not going into the market if the daily move already happened. So GBP NZD, I'm not interested. The movement happened in Asia. That's it. I'm not going to touch it because reserve your capital. I wouldn't like to hit any stop losses. All right, GBP AUD, what do we have here? GBP AUD is still some potential. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, GBP AUD, guys, we have our TCM level right here. We seen a reaction from it. The daily movement is 78, so I'm not really interested. You know what, I'm gonna leave it for today, and tomorrow we can jump in. I think it's just gonna smoke, to be honest. You see, we have consolidation, so I think it's due to smoke to the downside and surprise everyone. So we're gonna catch a short and we're gonna swing it. The target is 1.94200, and as long as we maintain above this line, which is over here, which is 1.92200. You guys taking all of this down, right? Perfect. So you got the target for that. Euro USD. Very interesting. I have not looked at this. This is Thomas pairs, to be honest. Okay, I would say same like GBP USD. I would short it. So we have it reacted to the TCM perfectly, which Thomas took a short from. Actually just an entry now, so you can actually enter a position on this if you want over here. I would say, yeah, so you guys can take a position on Euro USD, have a 1 to 5 or 1 to 5 like this. You have your MA inside, you have everything. So I would take a 1 to 5 like that on Euro USD, guys. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that, NATO 27. Yeah, a 1 to 5. Any push to the upside, you can enter just on this TCM level. So 1.10400 flat, you can enter there. Just put a sell limit with 10 pips stop loss, and yeah, you can trade it on UBIT. Today in New York, the screen will be really good. We are working on that. We're gonna stream with really high quality soon, guys. Just give it a day or two. USD JPY, what do I have on that? Guys, why do I only have 5 likes so far? There's like 50 of you guys here. Come on, I know you got here by pressing a button, so go press that like button. So guys, with Euro USD, All right, me personally, I'm not going to trade it because the movement for the day is 46, and me, I only take minimum of 60, 70. So for me, I'm not going to trade Euro USD. Me personally, I'm not going to. You want to take it, you can. We have confirmation, so I would not take it. If it doesn't move and it messes with your brain, it's not my fault. Because the reason I don't enter it because is that it does not move much. If the movement for the day is around 46, I want at least 60, 70 so it can give me a 1 to 5. If my stop loss is 15 pips and I want a 1 to 5, I will have, I will need 70 pips. So 70, 60, it should be fine. Euro, USD JPY 70. Okay, interesting. I would say more longs than shorts, to be honest, on USD JPY. Yeah. Jesus, this markets are crazy, man. Look at this USD JPY. I mean, what do you see here? Can expect head and shoulders, a pullback. Man, that is crazy. Look at this price action. And the movement for the day is 70. How much have we moved so far? Yeah, guys, so you know what? I would only long it. It's very simple. I'll look to long somewhere around here, to be honest. So I will look at, yeah, around the TCM level. Let's see where our moving averages is, and then we can take it from there together, guys. We have a previous leg over here. We have this one over here. We have the moving averages coming in. Okay, market will slip. I'm just gonna do this, to be honest. We go to 4 hour. I want to take the lowest price, to be honest. So if I'm looking for the market to stop around this area over here, I would say I will take a long from around this 162. And if I have a 1 to 5, yeah, that should be fine, to be honest. Yeah, I'll take that. And you know what? So we expecting the move to TCM2. Reason being, very simple, guys. So we'll look at this. Yeah, keep it simple. Market is easy. It all come down to risk reward, guys. Yes, I can post it on the Discord, but you know what I recommend is that go and re-watch the video. There is a reason why the videos are still up on YouTube. Go and re-watch the video. Go and be like, why did he do that? Why did I do this? What the fuck? Holy shit, guys. What just happened? Did you guys just see that? It just missed our entry. Holy shit. Oh my god. It literally just missed our entry. Bro, did you look at this 1 minute candle? And then I've just told you, look at that 618 that I just showed over here and the MA. But you know, I'll still take this entry, to be honest. Is there any fundamentals that just came out, guys? JPY. What time was that? 6? No, what the fuck is going on? Probably Trump said something. Wow. Look at that candle. So why did it stop where it stopped? That's what I would like to know. Okay. Let me just draw that properly. Okay. So very simple stuff. It filled over here. Let's see if we can. It reacted to the 200 MA. I mean, that was very obvious, but I wanted a little push to the round number over here. I mean, why not? You know, I know I'm greedy. I want a cheaper price, but why not? Okay. If it give it to us, guys, it give it to us. If it doesn't, it's most likely it will, because if you take this candle, if it closes like this, it's most likely will give it to us. All right. With that being said, guys, that was very interesting. Euro JPY. Wow. Fuck. I just missed it. Oh my god, look at that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. So it's most likely to also react to this one. But me personally, I'm not taking it, so it will most likely react to the MA over here. Okay, everything's moving local. GBP JPY, like I mentioned to you earlier. Okay, so if you had to get in on a TCM over here, you would have been fine with 10 pips. So exactly on the TCM, if I explain to you of getting the 1 to 5, if you had to go over here and go a 1 to 5, you would have been fine. And now you would have been up a 1 to 2. But I'll stay out for now, guys. On this one, on Euro USD, I'm staying out. GJ, I'm staying out for now. GBP USD. Okay, Thomas is... I don't think... Did he send it to you guys or not? Yeah, I'll send it. The ones I'm taking personally, I'll send it. I'm just showing you guys an idea on how I'm looking at the market and what we're looking for, and I'm giving you the targets. So GBP AUD, USD JPY. All right. So a new pair I added to the list, guys, is Euro JPY. Very interesting pair. Big movements all the time. Look at that. I love this. I can trade this, you know. Look at this movement. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of money to be made. Why not? So this baby over here is looking very bullish. So what I will be looking at is that I will take the 50% off this 4-hour candle when it closes. and then I will long it. Oh, let me see the movement for the day before I say anything. Let me see the movement for the day. 85, okay, 85. How much have we moved so far? Okay, 85, 40. Okay, guys, it's still valid. Still valid, don't get me wrong. All right, so I would say any push to this area over here, the 78, which lines up with yeah, 200 MA, 1 to 10. I'll look at something like this. Boom. 1 to 5. The reason market is pushing to the downside because this market is bearish. So the target for Euro JPY is 184.200. Guys, just take it down. 184.200. I'm gonna go to okay, so he gave you the GBP USD and mentioned to go PE. That's a good call. All right. So the momentum for the week, guys, it's still above the line. So the momentum line for the week is 184.800. And in order for the momentum for the week to change with our target for the week, so this is our target for the week is here. 1.84200, and our momentum line is 1.84800. If that line is broken to the downside and the 4-hour closes below, we are going to continue to the weekly target. If not, then we can still stay above. And then I have a target over here is 186,200. All right, BTC, what do we have on BTC? It's just messing around still. Let's look at gold. So gold, what do we have on the daily? All right, very interesting. Okay, so gold still looking to go lower. The target for gold, guys, is 3888 flat. That's the target for gold. Pullback target is over here at 4336. That's the pullback target. All right, so it's going to pull back today, gold. Reason being, it's very simple, guys. We are looking of a movement of 9,000, and we have not moved. How much have we moved so far? How much have we moved? Okay, so a movement of 9,000, all right, which comes to the momentum of the week line. Beautiful. So guys, why do I say we pulling back just looking at this? Because you know what? Yesterday's low been taken out, which means the market is gonna reverse. Go look at it yourself. Look at every day. Look at that. We've taken the high over here, we came down. We've taken the high over here, we came down. So we're looking to continue a bit higher. News will come up, will come out, and most likely to push it higher. Look, there is no wick to the upside, so it will definitely fall at least 80-90% of this. plus you have resistance over here, a big one. So overall is bearish, guys, but we can short somewhere around here. So long into short, guys. Let's see if we have you know, I will. The thing is, I want to long this, right, from the MA over here, and also like the 78. So like somewhere around here, right, would be a nice long. $618, so somewhere around here would be a nice long. But the only thing is, so this one will line up with this, but then the only thing is that is stopping me from doing so is that we have the TCM over here. We broke above it, we came down, we wicked 1, 2, 3 times into it, and then the market is staying above, guys. Okay, if we come back, grab this MA and then continue to the upside, we have this one waiting over here and TCM, and we have this momentum line. So you know what, I will personally, I can take a long over here and have a 990 pip stop loss, like a long somewhere around here, and then have a stop loss like this and give me a 125. But the thing is, it's a bit risky. So if you're willing to take the risk, why not go for it? Yeah, and then you have head and shoulders. It wants to go up, to be honest. Look at that. But the thing is, it can just boom go to the downside because we have fundamentals and everything. We are below the momentum weekly lines, and we have the target to the downside. So I'll definitely look to short somewhere around here, guys. But let the market come. Hopefully I'll be streaming with Chento, and then we will go through everything. So you can target yeah, that'll be nice. Very simple and straightforward, boys. Nasdaq, what do we have on Nasdaq? Ooh, okay. Okay, interesting. Wow. Look at this price action, guys. Unbelievable. Look at that. What kind of price action is this? Honestly, what do you guys think about this? Yeah, no FOMO, guys. If you're not getting into any trades, no FOMO. The price action is horrible. I mean, look at this price action. You know, people online will be like, oh, look at this. It's a flag. They just try to refine it. Where is this? It's a flag and then you must break above. No. What kind of bullshit is that? Okay, so momentum weekly line is over here, guys. We are below it. So we are looking to go bearish. We have this line need to be broken and the momentum in order for the momentum to go to the upside. With that being said, this need to be broken. This one does not count over here. Let's look at the daily, yesterday's daily. Okay, so we have yesterday daily low being taken out, which mean a reversal, okay, or which mean a pullback at least. So I'll personally stay out, wait for fundamentals to come out, and then boom. My target still stand 31,150, guys. And you know it will always happen within a day or two. It doesn't take long. Scammy price action. Guru price action. It's crazy. I don't know how these guys online survive such markets. And they don't even know how to trade, man. It's crazy. Alright, so we have TCM level. That's why TCM level, guys, help you so much. And look at that. Today, TCM level is lining up with our momentum line. What a coincidence, right? So what do we see? Head and shoulders is playing out here. I would say we're going to break this today. So what we can wait for, let's go to the 15 minutes. So MA will come up here, guys. MA will come up here. That's what I would look for. Market to go up. It will come down. It will come to the MA. And then you have your TCM level over here. And then you can long. That's what I would look for. So I'm going to stay out for now on Nasdaq. It's in no man's land. And then, yeah, I think I have covered everything. And then, guys, I'll see you in New York. And that was a good stream with you guys. I really enjoyed it. Press that like button on your way out if you learned something. And if I'm taking any trades, I'll definitely send it on the Discord. And please go and rewatch this stream so you can get some inputs and apply it to your charts. And I'll see you in New York, guys. Bye bye for now.